What's up, guys? Wade Willis here for my playthrough of Umineko. This is episode 4, part 11. We saw Kinzo just straight up clean house. We had the 6 people already die. And it looks like he's testing the grandchildren now. So I'm excited to see what kind of that entails. I think there's going to be a lot of nefarious things. Obviously, there's already been 6 people murdered. We know that. But I think we're going to see a lot of different aspects of the grandchildren that we possibly haven't seen before. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel for tons of When They Cry content. I have anime reactions, anime reviews. I have a reaction series to Death Parade and Madoka Magica as well. So be on the lookout for those. And yeah, let's get into it, guys. Even though she was running, she couldn't even feel any wind. It was as though she was still inside a nightmare, that kind of unreal sensation. So even though I ran, I couldn't maintain my sense of balance, and my legs got tangled and I fell. Even in a world that I didn't really feel pain, the pain of smashing my face against the cold, hard floor was reality itself.
Uryu.
Oh.
大丈夫?
Okay.
ごめんなさいね。頭が痛むの。
When the kid said that in fertile world Uryu, pain being stuck with needles ran through my head again. Even though it only happened twice, I was somehow able to understand that the child's word was the cause of my pain. So I said so frankly,
ごめんなさい。その、うりゅうという口癖をやめてもらえる?
Yeah, I mean, you killed him.
うりゅう。ちょっと、やめてって言ってるでしょ。
Interesting. So that's...
ごめんなさい。
I had the feeling that this child's apology caused a sharp pain in my forehead this time. What is this child? I know there's no malice in him. But when I'm around this child, my head hurts.
大丈夫? 早く行こう。ここは行っちゃダメ。どうしてここに行っちゃダメなの? ねえ、ここはどこ? あなたは誰? あなたのママはどこ? 僕を作ってくれたのは
Is you.
ママだよ。
Oh! That child stared at me with round eyes. This kid's mama is me? Who? Who is this kid? I never remember her at all.
僕のこと忘れちゃった?
Yeah, of course.
ママが僕を作ったんだよ。ちょっと冗談はやめて。私の子供はマリアだけよ。そう。マリアはどこ? マリアはどこなの? マリア!
I suddenly grew nervous about Maria not being here. Why am I all alone in a place like this? Where is Maria? I'm only able to be me because Maria's there for me.
マリアはいるけど、今はマリアじゃない。
Yeah, it's...
今は会わない方がいいの。
Is it bad, Maria?
その方がママのためだし、マリアのためなの。マリアのためにも、逃げて。え？何を言ってるの？マリアはどこ？マリア！返事をして！マリアに見つかっちゃう！早くこっちに来て、ママ！
That child pulled on my hand again. He was probably pulling me in the opposite direction from Maria. So I stopped walking.
話してよ。
Girl, you better die.
大体、あなたは誰よ？あなたにママなんて言われる覚えはないわよ。僕を作ってくれたのはママだよ。忘れちゃったの？マリアのバースデープレゼントにするために、僕を手作りしてくれたの、忘れちゃったの？あなた、マリアの、作太郎。ママに作ってもらったライオンのぬいぐるみだよ。
A fierce, sharp pain struck me. It came from the palm he had grasped with his hand. When I knocked his hand away without thinking, I looked at my palm. A hole the size of a thumb had opened there. A deep red blood gushed out. It was a hole so big that I could see through the other side. Sakataro noticed my wound and panicked. As far as I could tell by looking at him, he couldn't understand why my hand had sustained a serious injury. But in my eyes, it felt like I had been injured because he grabbed my hand. Regardless of whether there was malice in him, I understood that this child was something that would do harm to me, and he instantly seemed eerie. Oh, hell no. You don't talk about Sakataro like that. Slowly, the base of Sakataro's neck was sliced in a horizontal line. It gaped open, pitch black insides peeked out. No blood poured from it, only an empty blackness peeked out. That's probably not good. Then, from the insides of the gash, cotton snow poured out, and as bits of cotton scattered, he slumped over. Then, all that remained was a crumpled yellow cloth, and bits of cotton that looked like sticky, crushed cotton candy. A lion stuffed animal. Without a doubt, these were the remains of the Sakataro stuffed animal I tore apart on that day while overcome with my emotions. The instant I realized that, a long, sharp shriek that could rupture an eardrum tore the world apart. Like a flood from a broken dam, or like a broken TV, Maria cried out in a high-pitched voice. Her voice, which made the ears throb, brought up two emotions in me. One was regret. Yeah, I was overcome by emotions and went overboard. It was a mother's desire to kneel down right away, hold Maria's head, and cry with her and apologize. In actual fact, I did that right away. I held Maria's head and apologized, crying. But Maria didn't stop crying. On the contrary, she rejected me, the one who had torn her closest friend apart, and pushed me away forcefully with both hands. I had been on my knees in an unnatural position, so I fell backward easily. Maria scrapped together the yellow scraps of cloth and cotton bits and buried her face in there and cried even more. Watching that, another emotion welled up. It welled up rapidly, and then it burst. After all, she refused to make up with me even though I'd apologized, and there was nothing else I could do now, anyway. And it was all Maria's fault in the first place. Oh yeah, of course you look that way. Since she's too busy playing with stuffed animals all the time like this, she can't make any friends, and that's why people treat her like a freak. This is a perfect opportunity to give her some instructive guidance. After all, it's not like I was pampered all the time. Everything eventually breaks, is stolen, or destroyed by someone. Even though I had lots of toys and treasures stolen, broken, mocked, and thrown away by my brothers and sisters and father and mother. But when I cried about that, while I might have shed a few tears, not once did I sob like this and trouble my parents. Throw a tantrum and get mad. Hit the floor and kick and make a racket. Even though I always wanted to, I thought I'd get in more trouble if I did, so I always held it back. It's because I held it back that I was able to become a wonderful adult that I am now. Wonderful? Yeah. Are all these injuries because she's lying to herself? At that moment, I felt something strange. The same feeling as when you use a tool recklessly and it breaks, so that only the base is left. But I wasn't using a tool. I'd just been repeatedly hitting Maria's head, what the hell, with both hands. So I looked at my hands. From my wrists onwards, my hands have broken off, splintered, and disappeared, as though only part of my arms had become ceramic. No, as though all of me from the wrists onwards had suddenly become ceramic, and all have broken and fallen. They might have gotten filled with cracks because I hit Maria too much before falling off. After all, look, aren't both of my wrists lying smashed by my feet? There was no pain, but the shocking sight of my hands breaking off from the wrists onwards made me scream. Maria's doing this, right? Yo, this bitch deserves it, not gonna lie. Oh, damn. Ignoring my confusion, Maria spoke with an icy voice, slowly moving her hands away from her head, where they had been defending against my barrage. Behind Maria's back, a black silhouette had appeared. It was the silhouette of an adult. Who? Damn. Okay, I'm digging this now. If anyone deserves this shit at this point, it is kind of Rosa. Like, although there being maybe another witch or something involved with her. Yeah, it's because she was like freaking getting torched by another dude. Yes, he certainly was. What do you mean? What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be a mother. Oh. Homegirl is guilty. It'd be one thing if she was actually working, but we noticed she was freaking hooking up with some dude, right? Damn, girl. Maria's eyes ominously flashed blue. In that instant, invisible massive arms stuck their fingernails out and tightly grasped Rosa's entire body. As the bones all over her body made sounds like twigs being stepped on, they cracked and readily broke apart. Rose had understood vaguely. The massive arms were probably her own arms from the time she tore Sakataro apart. From a stuffed animal's perspective, her arms certainly would have been this massive. She could imagine what could happen next. The sharp nails stuck deep into the base of her neck, and she heard the skin tearing with her own ears. Then, as the two witches watched over her, Rose's flesh was split into top and bottom. And when Sakatara had been torn apart, bits of cotton had flown about like snowflakes. But in Rose's case, something like a black, thick tar came out, filthily flying all over the place. There wasn't even a trace of the red of blood. It was something black, filthy, and thick. It was probably what bloodless, tearless humans kept inside their body. So she's the Beatrice staff, right?
許せない。まだまだ許せない。有罪だ。
When Beatrice brandished her pipe cane, gold butterflies seeped up and restored Rose's broken flesh in an instant. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if, like, Maria was the culprit in faking her own death a bunch of times. Now that I'm...
一つの命で償えぬほどのそなたの大罪、身をもって知れ。そして、自らの深き罪を思い出す。
Would that make the most sense? Because she only died, like, for sure one time. And I don't think that anything was said in red that Maria... I'm not sure.
さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。そなたがどれほどの罪を犯したのか。
もしもし、ママなの？ママは何時に帰ってくるの？
ごめんなさいね。今日も仕事が忙しくて泊まりになってしまうの。
またお仕事でお泊まり？ママのお仕事、今日も大変だね。
Yeah, it's amazing before Sakatara was killed, like, just how wonderful of a person Maria was.
本当に忙しいの。もうずっと会社に缶詰よ。
Yeah, someone's gonna be in your hole the whole time, not you're holed up in the company.
ママの仕事は早く終わらすだけじゃダメなの。
Is she gonna be on a beach, or are we gonna see
よ
that?
り良いデザインを上げないと次から仕事をもらえない大変な仕事なのよ。だからどうしても時間がかかっちゃうの。
わかってるよ。マリア、いい子でお留守番してるから、お仕事いっぱい頑張って早く終わらせてお家に帰ってきてね。
ママのお仕事を分かってくれてありがとう。明日美味しいケーキを買って帰ることを約束するわ。
ケーキいらないよ。ケーキ屋さんによって遅くなるより、その分ちょっとでも早くママが帰ってくる方が嬉しい。
大丈夫よ。早く帰ってくるわ。約束する。
Yeah, freaking right.
だから美味しいケーキを2人で食べて、美味しい紅茶を2人で飲んで、一緒に新しい絵本を読みましょう。この間買った狼と羊のパズルで遊ぶ2人で一緒に。約束よ。
She's not gonna do any of those things,
約
huh?
束。待ってるね。お仕事頑張ってね。
I don't know if they already showed this part before.
ほうほう。寂しい話ではあるが、互いを思い合う良き親子愛ではないか。何か問題があるというのか、マリ。そしてローザ。
その約束は私はちゃんと守ったはずよ。次の日の夕方に約束通りケーキを買っていつもより早い帰宅をしたはずよ。マリアは知ってたよ。 あの日の夕方ね、ママ宛てに着払いの荷物が来たけど、お財布の中のお金が足りなかったから、ママにどうしようって相談したくて会社に電話したの。特別な時以外はかけちゃダメって言われてたけど、ママのお仕事の大切なものだったら悪いしと思って電話したの。そしたらママはお休みだって言われた。その日はずっと前からお休みに決まってて、遠くへ遊びに行っているって言われたの。マリアは知ってたよ、ママが嘘をついてるって。ずっと知ってた。でもね、作太郎がそうじゃないってマリアを叱ってくれたの。ママは毎日お仕事でとても大変。マリアを放っておいて遊んでるはずなんてないって。ママはお休みって言った人はきっと何か勘違いして言ってしまったんだよって。作太郎がそう言うんだもん。マリアは信じたよ。マリアは信じた。ママ大好き。ママ、もちろんママだってマリアを愛してる、愛してるって。ええ、私もよ。愛してるわ、マリア。
Rosa let out a deep sigh. Maybe she felt the weight of her own words. So she set the receiver on the bedside phone down. The dark room made the starry sky on the ground below the window stand out even more beautifully. On front of the terrace was a very cold wine cooler, and the one she shared with a glass with was staring out the scene below.
娘さんに旅行って話してないんですか？
行くって言って前にうるさかったんで、以来言わないことにしてるんです。
Did you?
その方が面倒がなくていいんで。
娘さんが気になるなら無理に日程を組まなくてもよかったじゃありませんか。
でもそれじゃいつまで経っても予定が合わないし、それは気にしないでって言ったでしょ。
The slender middle-aged man, clad in a white robe, gave a small sigh. Rosa reacted instantly to that slight reaction.
もう娘の話はなしにして。せっかくの上等なワインが台無しよ。
私はあなたに一人の人間としても女性ですが、だからこそあなたの親子の事情に無理を強いてまでこうして時間を割くのは申し訳ないと感じています。
私と娘の事情は気にしないでくださいっていつも言ってるじゃないですか。
It'd be one thing if Maria was like 14.
あなたと二人きりの時に娘の話はしないようにしてるでしょ。
I feel like Rosa probably feels like it's gonna be so hard for her to find a dude because she's a single mom.
ここでは書けなかった。
ローザさん、こういう唐突な日程での旅行は娘さんのためにも。
And this guy's like the source of
like の日程があった時だけでいいじゃありませんか。
それじゃ全然日程が合わないじゃないですか。
It like you could tell this bothers this guy too, which makes it worse.
一緒にいたいのに。
That it's not like he's like, there's peer pressure from him, it seems like. It's like she's desperate and acting like a shitty mom completely on her own accord.
それは子供の恋愛の仕方です。大人同士の恋愛はもう少しストイックであるべきですよ。ローザさんと一緒にいられる時間が長く取れないことは僕も寂しいです。ですが、その限られた時間と機会で僕たちは十分に大人の恋愛を楽しめていると思いますよ。
それはもっと娘と一緒にいろと、女でなく母でいろということですか。
あなただって望んでいることでしょう。
I don't think that is.
娘さんと一緒にゆっくり過ごしたいとあなただって思っているはずだ。僕は逃げません。僕との時間を優先するために 娘さんを犠牲にするのは気の毒だと申し上げたいのです。
奥さんとのより戻したんですか？
Oh my god. Oh. This is for a married guy? Oh my god, this is... I'm even more annoyed.
別れるのが嫌になったんですね。
妻の話はしたくない。あなたが娘さんの話をしたくないのと同じです。
子連れの女は面倒だって思ったんでしょう。
Oh god. This...
そんなこと今までに一度も言ったことはありませんよ。
I dated a single mom that was like acted like Rosa in this situation where she tries to like put this situation on you. I wasn't married though.
子
Just,
連れだと分かると手のひらを返す。
I'm gonna say that just I've never been married, but she would do this type of shit
あの
to
子
me
の
all
多
the
い年は
time.
気にしなくていいからと言ってもみんな手のひらを返す。あなたは娘のことを理解してくれてると思ったのに、
Good lord.
やっぱり子連れだと嫌なんですね。
This is why you're single.
そうは言っていません。ローザさんのことを嫌いになってなどいませんよ。私が言いたいのは娘さんをもっと大事にしなさい。あなた自身もそれを望んでいるはずだ。だから娘さんに嘘をついて自らを傷つけてほしくない。そう言ってるだけなんです。
嘘つき。私のことが面倒になっただけ。そうでしょ。
そんなことは言っていない。
いいえ、わかるの。私にはわかるわ。
Oh my god, she's being extra as fuck.
あの子を理由に何度も捨てられた私だからわかるの。雰囲気でわかるわ。そうよ。あなたもそう。他の男
Like, my
と一
question
緒。
is this the first time she started acting
子連
crazy
れの
to
女
him?
は嫌なのよ。バツイチは嫌なのよ。面倒なのよ。知らない男と作った子供の親になんかなりたくないんでしょ。ええ、
Oh
そう
my
よね。
fucking god.
その気持ちすっごいわかるわ。子連れの男と付き合ったことがあるけど、その気持ちすっごいわかったの。だから娘を理解してくれるあなたとなら一緒になれるって信じたのに。
This honestly, she is a very well written character.
そうよ。あんたなんて邪魔だったのよ。あんたさえいなければ私はとっくに女としての幸せをつかめたのよ。
Well, you could have made a guy wear a condom or
あんたの
something.
存在が私の幸せをいつも邪魔するのよ。
I would maybe not.
私だってあんたなんか産みたくなかったわよ。いいえ、違うわ。あんたと一緒に幸せな家庭を築けたらと思ったわよ。でもあんたが生まれる直前にあいつは私と温かい家庭を築くと言って私を騙し、
Okay, well,
永遠に私の前から消え去ったわ。
where did he go? Is my question. Like another country? How do you not find the
愛も
person?
思い出も何もない。あの男は今どこへ。私との日々を温かな思い出に勝手に変えて新しい恋人に出会ったかもしれない。そして今度こそ幸せな家庭を築けたかもしれない。そして私はあんたがいる。恋も探せない。男は好きに女を渡り歩いて武勇伝気取り。
That is something that is, well, it's kind of changing, but yeah, the dudes can.
なのに
There is a
女に
double standard there.
私にはあんたがいる。あんたという重しがいるのよ。あんたのせいで 私は恋を探せない、愛が得られない、一人で生きていくしかない。いいえ、それさえも許されてないわ。私には一人で酔いつぶれたい夜さえ許されていない。あんたは誰？何者？私の人生を台無しにして私の新しい人生さえ許してくれ。死ね！消えろ！あんたなんか生まれてきた時から大嫌い。あんたがお腹の中にいた頃から大嫌いだった。
Damn, girl.
それを前向きに受け入れようと頑張って良き母を演じてきたわ。私は頑張った。同世代の女性たちが独身を謳歌し、時に恋に遊び、あるいは愛に結ばれるのを横目に見ながら、私は女と母の二足のわらじを履き続けたわ。その私の苦労を誰も褒めない、称えない。自業自得。子持ちは嫌、負け組の遠吠え、うぶな小娘がいい。こっちから願い下げよう、ケツの青い若造どもが。必死だった私はさぞかし簡単に落ちる女に見えたろうさ。必死だったわよ。まだまだ恋をしたい年頃の私が日々を仕事と育児で忙殺されていき、どれほど必死だったか想像もつかないでしょうよ。あんたの本当の父親ももちろん憎いわよ。
Jesus.
でも破局を迎えた責任は私と彼に半々だわ。私にも逃げられるだけのしつこさがあったのかもしれない。でもその後の破局は全部あんたのせい。私はあんたにそれをなじったことはあった。
Oh.
ないでしょ。
I am,
男に逃げられて酔いつぶれたいその次の日があんたの授業参観。
Rosa might have a redemption by the end of this, but up to this point, I feel like it's impossible to like her character.
泣き晴らした目を厚化粧でごまかして、あんたが的外れな発言をしてクラス中から失笑されてた時の私の気持ちなんてあんたどころか世界中の誰にもわからないでしょうよ。あんたが嫌い、大嫌い。そしてこれまでにあんたを本当に愛したことなんて。
What the hell? Maria's face was still stiff, and the words really had been blades. Maria's whole body would probably be stained red with fresh blood by now. Even after gaining the power of a witch and resolving herself to take revenge for Sakataro, she couldn't stand those curses coming out of her mother's mouth. Yo, Beatrice about to go ham on this bitch. Hell yeah. Let's go, Beatrice. Come on, beat that ass. Let's go.
これがこの女の本性よ。邪悪を極めし千年の魔女のわらわとて見るに耐えぬことこの上なし。ああマリアよ、今こそ決別の時。そなたの母を名乗った醜き肉の塊を打ち砕け。そなたの無垢なる魂が親子なる鎖にてこれ以上束縛される意味はなし。自らの魂を自ら今こそ解放せよ。そなたは自らを守る牙と爪を今こそ手に入れたのだ。
Oh.
マリアを苦しめてきた日々を今こそ思い知らせてやる。苦しみの日々を
Damn.
今こそ復讐してやる。
That's gonna be the thumbnail right there, that face. Woo!
その私を苦しめてきたのはあんたじゃない。
Okay, so I think it's important to note that we just heard the witch's laugh with Rosa.
私が復讐したいくらいよ。あんたが生まれる前にそうすればよかった。あんたなんか産まなければよかった。消えてしまえ。うわ
As Rosa howled in a way that could only be described by the word splat in her upper chest, her upper body was crushed, and in an instant became something similar to a wrung, blood-stained towel.
潰れてしまえ。
Damn.
許せない。許せない。
クズがふさわしい姿よ。
Even though Rosa's waist was below was standing normally, just the upper half of her body had been pinched, and that extreme contrast was bizarre. Then she fell over, but the instant she fell, her body was restored. Girl, you in a world of hurt up here.
死になさいよ、あんたが。
さあマリア、そなたの怒りと悲しみ、この程度のものなの。今こそ復讐の時、怒りと悲しみの生産の時。ぶつけろ、吐き出せ。そなたの胸に打ち込まれたくさびをすべて押し出し跳ね返せ。
Yeah, this episode's fucking intense. Maria's howl was adorned with the ugly sound of flesh and bone being crushed at the same time, as Rosa, who had foully insulted Maria, lay spread-eagled. A neat, perfect circle was cut out of her chest and crushed as though her chest had been trampled by an invisible elephant. Her heart and lungs and her ribs were trampled so mercilessly that they were completely indistinguishable. It might have symbolized the pain of Maria's heart up until today.
さあマリア、そなたの気はこれで晴れたの。母の罪が許せるか否か、無罪か有罪か。
許せない。まだまだ全然許せない。ママは有罪だ。有罪有罪有罪。許せない。
無論だとも。そなたの苦渋の日々、この程度の罰で見合ってなるものか。思い知るがいいローザ。さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。殺されるためによみがえれ。己が罪を見そぐために殺されよ、何度でも。
When Beta waved her cane, the body was restored again, and Rosa sat up, coughing violently in apparent pain. And once again, she spat out curses, rejecting Maria.
お前はママなんかじゃない。魔女だ。マリアとママを苦しめる魔女だ。ママの姿をしているからって許さない。許さない。
魔女はあんたでしょ。気持ち悪い本ばかりよね。魔女ごっこにかぶれて消えるのはあんたの方よ。あんたのせいで私まで変わり者扱い。あんたのせいで、あんたのせいで。お前なんか産まなければよかった。お前なんか生まれてくる前から大嫌いだったのよ。
Jesus. Maria screamed. Was she unable to bear her anger and sadness, or else she had been taken over by an undescribable emotion? It was surely a cry of hopelessness, and yet it was reality that had to be accepted. Maria knew. She knew that what she thought of as his burden, but even though as she herself had known that, she didn't believe it. She believed that her mother loved her, and had done her best to positively interpret several events that could have made her doubt this. Trusting and clinging to her mother's love, but she had no one except Mama. Even so, she really did like Mama, and wanted to return to the days when she believed that Mama loved her. So I howled. I'll erase all of it. I won't accept it. I'll deny it. I'll deny the mother who says these things, the black witch who makes her say them, and the part of myself that can't forgive my mother. I can't deny it. This is reality, fact, the truth, the answer. Without any mistake, this is absolute reality. Maria turned Rosa into a lump of meat over and over in the dark world that reflected her heart, rang the sound of ugly flesh and bone being torn apart, which would make anyone want to cover their ears. Each time Beatrice revived Rosa, she dragged her back into the world of endless torture, which could not be escaped from even by death. This was the true, deepest hell of the endless witch Beatrice could create. However, this world was not made endless by Beatrice's will, because every time Rosa turned into a lump of meat, she asked the same question to Maria.
気は晴れたかマリア。そなたの怒りは母を許せるか。
許せるものか、許せるものか。許さない、許さない。マリアの苦しみのすべてを教えてやる。もっともっと教えてやる。まだまだ足りない、全然足りない。生まれた時から、生まれる前から蔑まれてきたこの怒りと悲しみがどうしても消せないの。
あんたなんか大嫌い、大嫌い。
Revive and over again. Return to a meat lump over and over again. In various ways she crushed, smashed, beat, and tore to bits. Flying blood splatter and flesh turned into the once pitch-black world into a world with a mix red and black. Maria's anger still hadn't calmed down. It was as though she was spitting out all of the suppressed rage from the time of her birth until today. If that became poison to her heart, then would the repeated murder of her mother purify her soul? Would even this wasteful murder save her soul at least a little bit? The endless torture might have become a slight diversion from her sad, unrewarded life. After all, it seemed that she'd finally been able to regain her smile.
面白い。マリアの不幸の根源め。面白い。私の痛みがこの程度ではないこと。どうしたの？もう笑わないの？笑ってみせろよ。
Half of her skull collapsed, eyeballs flew out, and black cranial fluid gushed. Fragments of teeth scattered.
ほら、よみがえりなよ。笑ってみせなよ。ほら、ほら。
Her whole chest, along with her ribs, turned inside out, exposing her filthy innards. All of them writhed like some kind of impure creature.
ほらほらほら。よみがえって。まだ笑える？まだ笑える？
Rosa couldn't laugh anymore, but her face was laughing. It was filled with a twisted laugh and covered with malice that rejected her unwanted daughter. I erased that laughing voice. Next, I'll erase that laughing face. I'll erase it, I'll crush it, I'll tear it into bits. Oh my god, maybe I'm using that. Alright, change my mind, that's a thumbnail. Oh.
どうしたのママ？起きてよ。絵本を読んでよ。お散歩に行こうよ。愛してるって言ってよ。次の日曜日の約束をしようよ。お買い物に行こう。映画に行こう。
Good lord.
そしてその約束をどうせ破るんだよ。楽しい ママ。
Yo.
楽しいね。マリアは今ママと遊んでるんだね。
そうだ、そなたは今母と遊んでいるのだ。じゃれているのだ。
They did such a good job in the beginning of, like, in episode, like, 1 and 2. Like, just Maria was, like, pretty creepy, kind of. But really interesting. And then, like, especially, this, like, episode 4, chapter 4, however you want to say it. We had so much sympathy for Maria seeing, and we had it before, but we just saw really the goodness of her heart before she got to Rokujima, and while she had Sakataro, and then just seeing her, this different side of her, it's intense.
どうか今の感情は怒りでも悲しみでも苦しみでもない。
そうだね。わかるよ、ベアトリーチェ。私は今すっごく楽しいよ。ママと遊んでるんだもん。すっごく楽しい。そしてママを何度も何度も殺してるのに、魔法一つで好きなだけ生き返らせられる。おもちゃは壊したら直せないから大事にした。でも治るおもちゃなら何度でも壊したい。でもサクタラは治らないんだね。治せないんだね。作ったママが、産んだママが認めないから。私もママに認められてないんだね。だから壊れたマリアももう治らないんだね。
What?
楽しいな。楽しいよママ。
Dude, this shit is
こんな
wild.
にも楽しくなったらなぜかママが許せる気がしてきたの。ねえベアト、これはとっても不思議な感情。どうしてマリアはママを許せる気持ちになってきたの？
それは生き死にを自由にできる力を得た魔女のみがたどり着く。いつでも殺せる。
Oh, I heard the little, like, jingle thing. Alright, let's check this real quick, guys. System. Father's identity is known. She can't shake off the habit of speaking like a young child, which often earns her scolding. She had no interest in studying or making friends. Wait, maybe she's in the witches thing too. Here we go. Oh. No, it's the same as before, I think. Okay. I heard the noise. I thought that maybe something had changed.
必要なら蘇らせ、面倒ならまた殺せばいい。それをいつでも指一本鳴らすだけでできることを知ったなら、人の世のざれ言などその全ては聞き流すに等しい虫の声いいかよ。そなたに母を許そうという感情が芽生えたのは、そなたが母の愛に目覚めたからではない。
Ah, shoot. I never did a reaction video. I believe the person who commented it to me was named Sakataro. They watch a lot of my videos. If you watch this one, can you send me those songs again? Because I cannot remember what video that's from. And I'll do a reaction. I think there's songs about Umineko. But yeah, sorry to... I just thought about that right now.
そなたが今こそ真の魔女の世界の入り口に立ったからだ。ようこそマリア。深遠なる、そして甘美なる魔女の世界へ。
なっ マリアはもうマリアじゃない。まだ見習いかもしれないけれど、人間の世界を超えた。
Homegirl about to go ham.
私はもう原初の魔女見習いマリアなんだ。もう私は何も悔しくない、悲しくない。ママ、許してあげるよ。きっと私はママを許せる。もうちょっとしたら許せると思うの。
Just a bit more.
だって魔女だから。
Are these all different times she's killing her? I lost count. Sorry. Maria will probably forgive her mother eventually, after brutally murdering her countless times. Graciously. Okay, I'm gonna stop here, guys, because this is like a perfect place to stop. That was... Whoa. Oops. Wrong button. Yeah, that... I mean, it was just... That was absolutely insane. One of the best, like, most intense ones I've filmed for sure. Just seeing the back and forth between Maria and Rosa, and just kind of the... I mean, Rosa was super messed up in that. And then Maria obviously kills her like 500 times. But I don't think anyone who's watching, who like played this or watched this is like, yeah, no, everyone's Team Maria at this point. Especially with Rosa doing what she's done. And then just like, not really having remorse for it. She like blames everything on Maria. And it's like, if you do those bad things and then realize you're wrong, like... we're more likely to like forgive you, but you're just over here like blaming Maria for you being a shitty person and everything bad that's happened in your life when you have no one to blame but yourself. So yeah, great episode. And yeah, I'm gonna film another one today, but it'll be out in a few days, because I'm gonna load up some of these and have them come out every few days and stuff. So but yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comments below.